Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Subnautica on PlayFrame and our base, our nice, safe home base where nothing, as far as I'm aware, is actively trying to eat us. Somebody in here might be, but they can't get out. So we're fine. Anyway, we've been venturing into scary places so far this week, and I'm sure we will be again soon, but I think my priorities, it's very dark out, my priority for today at least is doing a little bit more of the intermediate steps, it feels like, before getting into that sort of thing we were doing yesterday. We do need to deal with this infection situation, no doubt, but we've also got some new upgrades we can toy around with, and a few places that we have not fully explored yet to my satisfaction. First of all, though, Radio did have something to tell us. Well, thank you, Radio. Good. Well, that was that. Next, we have an upgrade to our prawn suit, the drill arm. The thing that I am most excited about, honestly, with the prawn suit at this point, because it seems less good for traveling around. But for mining things, it could be wonderful. Now, we can't make most of the modules for the prawn suit at this point because they require materials I ain't even heard of out here. But drill arm we can do. Very exciting. And I already equipped a couple of modules on this thing, just some other general ones like hull strength and a little more storage space and energy efficiency, but drill arm. Yes. I'm very excited about this. I want to take this for a spin, but it's dark out. Except for in that room, where it's just a 24/7 rave. Let's go sleep. That's better. Stalker egg discovered. Ooh. That could be a problem for my other fish. Oh no, it's just tiny. Probably won't stay tiny, but look how small. Love it. Yeah, you're not staying tiny, are you? Are you scannable, I wonder, in your tiny form? Perhaps. You're so small. Look at this little grump. No need to scan, though. All right. What a collection we're building up. Who do we add next? Perhaps... I feel like we ran into these sooner than either of these two. Let's find out what you are. Eventually. There we go. Beautiful. But now that we have some daylight, let's go try drilling for something. I'm so excited, and so is this water filtration room. Let's go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now it feels like we can properly take advantage of this thing's strengths. Wait, so we can't just grab stuff in here? Which I knew. I'm just sorry. I was... My mind is still sort of like passively turning over, like, all right, but what is the best way to build a thermal reactor? Is it just the way I did it, where you just have to be really careful and stock up on med packs to heal from the singeing? Because, like, getting close hurts a little, and then when it, like, blasts up like that, it hurts a lot. I wonder if you can eventually get, like, a habitat builder arm attachment for this thing somehow. Not my priority for right now. For right now, I need to find something to drill. I'm so excited. And hopefully I can get back up from where I'm going. Not my top concern at this time. Having too much fun in a prawn suit. Here we go. Here's something. So this is a salt deposit, and salt I definitely don't need, honestly. I'm good. I have way more salt than I need for anything. Let's find another one. Go figure, huh? They're everywhere. Until you actually need one. Now we're traveling a little far out, perhaps, but that just means that whatever we find will probably be of higher value. This looks quartzy, and that would be so nice. Yeah! Drill. So how does this work? Are we like slowly acquiring them as we drill, or do we just drill for a while till it breaks and then there's a bunch? Oh, bit of both. You drill for a while, it breaks, you grab one? Yeah, what? Go away. I'll punch you. With my non-drill arm and then my drill arm. The first one's a warning. Okay, so... drilling. Okay, no, it's grabbing more than one from that. That's cool. Wonder how much you get from one deposit like this. Maybe like 10? Quartz added to vehicle storage. Good. I do appreciate it goes right in there. And there's a little more. And there we go. So that, I believe, is the full deposit. Mined. And so... in our storage, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think, from that. And also a random fish. I don't know how that... right, it was cooked at the bottom of our little geothermal thing. So yeah, we got about 11 quartz out of that. Nice. Quite. Well, as long as I'm here. Very good. Love it. Yeah, we'll have to go on some mining expeditions later, especially as we find more components which we can use to, or rather, materials that are rarer that we can use to upgrade this with some better modules for, like, depth. I guess this can go all the way down to 900 already, which is pretty bonkers. But yeah, I'd love to be able to upgrade this thing further. That's awesome. That's going to make materials gathering all the faster and easier. I'll just kind of have to figure out where all the good deposits are. There's a bunch of them down in those jelly mushroom caverns. Tons of them down there. But yeah, definitely not the most mobile vehicle. Very helpful, though. Can we make this jump? We can definitely make it to that lower one, but let's kind of test our limits here. Oh, yeah. Handily. Maybe even all the way up. Okay, yeah. I've been underestimating what those little boosters are capable of. Very much enjoying the prawn. We made it pretty early. A lot earlier than we could really take advantage of it. Feels like, but
welcome aboard, Captain.
Its era is finally arriving. Where's the best platform to grab? Nah. Not from there. Look at all that quartz. That's great. Just finds 2 deposits with this thing. And you're in business. I could see, until I can make more decent modules, I could see just adding another storage one there just to be able to pack even more. But eventually, yeah, we want more depth modules. Thermal reactor could be so cool, being able to just recharge it in hot places. Jump upgrade may be useful, we'll see. Grappling arm is that's almost definitely mandatory. Torpedo arm, we can maybe skip, but oof. Yeah, those four slots are gonna have some stiff competition for what modules go in them. Let's put this quartz away. Beautiful. Filling up storage. Feels lovely. Okay. Well, this is going empty a lot faster than I expected. It seems to fluctuate how quickly these things get used up. Maybe it's because I remember somebody mentioning somewhere that the power sources you attach to your base are drawn from in the order they were created. So it could be that this is getting pulled from first now. Like, the reason why the melons seem to be lasting so long before is because they were not like the bioreactor wasn't the first thing the base was drawing from, and now it is, or something. It's not like I have these in short supply, so this still works. Now, I do have a lot of lights outside, but that's because I like them. Let's have a sip of water, and then I think I want to head back out to Island 1. I've been talking about it for episodes now. Let's actually do it. Let's bring some water. Probably won't need a ton of food. Probably won't need a lot of these things I'm bringing, but just in case. And then Seamoth. Storage is free, except for the beacon I made that I'm keeping in there in case of emergencies. I've also got one in inventory, just because lesson learned. Module loadout looks good to me. All right. Should repair this thing, I guess. And also maybe... You're green. Are you worth scanning? I think we've scanned... yeah, we've scanned and infected one of those before, so no. Probably worth repairing this before we hit the road, though. Repair tool. That's better. All right. Island 1. Let's do it. I am reasonably confident we saw most of the actual topside island, that we explored most of that. We definitely didn't dive very far down outside the alien base, though. That merits further investigation. And hopefully sunrise won't be too long from now. Hey, called it. Perfect. Okay. Let's poke around topside first. This will also be a good opportunity to grab more seeds and things from places that I didn't previously, because I had not, realized at the time you could use your knife on stuff like that. And with that, yeah, we could just get food and water straight from the tree. How nice. And I probably should go ahead and do that because this is going to spoil fast. We're going to need to grab these before running right home. Mental note for all the good that'll do. But yeah, we definitely need a sample from the bulbo trees. Oh, a cave. I had not seen this before. Hello, don't mind me. Hadn't expected this island to have a little interior. See, this is just a tree leech, right? I have seen those. Don't know if I've seen this kind of coral, though. Coral shell plate. I guess I've scanned it before. Okay, needs a couple of hits. That's good to know. There's been a couple of things that I've just been hitting once or twice. Oh, that's just a coral tube sample. It's the same material. Okay. Just not in tube form. I see. There's a couple of things I've been hitting just once to see if I get seeds or stuff from them, and maybe I need to be hitting them more than once. Don't know if I have blue palm at home. Will those last? Yes, great. Don't know if I have this either. We'll just keep adding to the collection. Most things are just pretty scenery to have around, but goodness, some plants have been incredibly valuable to have a stash of. Oh, it goes further. Okay. A little air, and then we'll look into this. I'm intrigued. This is not the part of this island I was expecting to be investigating. I think I got most of this stuff back home. And I do go further down. But one thing at a time. I'll take it. Don't want to fill my pockets up with too many things I can find most anywhere, but I believe I've got that at home too, but, just in case. Pretty dense cave system down here. Inside this island. Ooh, you're new. Spotted dock leaf. I think I saw some of these in the deeper caves yesterday, and I was too scared to get out. It was also right near a geothermal vent, and it was very hot. A simple aquatic plant. Chemicals within the leaves act to neutralize poisons and acids found in other local specimens, thereby actively encouraging predation by herbivores, albeit in small quantities. This ensures the plant both spreads its seed but retains enough surface area on its leaves to survive itself. Cool. And potentially useful. I should snag a bit. All of these, yes, will survive in my pocket, but boy, they are filling space quickly. I'm going to have to take these out to the moth soon. Really expecting some sort of predator to show up down here at some point. Like, it does sound like it. You must admit. It really sounds like it. Ooh, free air, I'll take it. Hello, goodness! Security at this base was so bad. It's not the fastest way to refill air, admittedly, but faster than surfacing. Which I need to do soon anyway, because pockets, but, you know. I'll take it. All right. I'm curious. Let's poke at least a little bit further down. Because we also might find another exit out of here. Potentially. Or we'll find something big and angry that we have entered its cave. Equally likely. And that would be the funniest outcome of this adventure. Hey, what do you know? I do remember seeing some caves on the outside of this island, looking back. Hadn't ventured into any of them, though. Cool. We've learned. Tuck some of this away. It's very space-consuming. There. Good enough. All right. We checked out a cave. And I feel like we were pretty thorough inside the base, the part of it we could enter. Once I'm done out here, I might actually take the sea moth down to the moon pool I remember this place having. Because that's just convenient. That they built one for me ahead of time. So there was a way up here. And I couldn't seem to reach or do anything on the outside of the base itself there. Bulbo tree, right? Gonna need to leave enough room in the pockets for the bulbo tree sample. Sure. I do kind of wish, in addition to the, hey, there's a thing to scan here, symbol being a little easier to notice, a little more intuitive, I also wish that there was a difference between, hey, here's a new thing to scan here versus here's a technology or fragment that you have scanned and already know and will just fill your inventory with 2 titanium. Because there's plenty of times I don't want to fill my inventory with 2 titanium, so I'm not just going to go scanning things. It led to me overlooking some useful things early on. Minor complaint, ultimately. Other than a couple small user interface nitpicks. I am finding this game to generally just be extraordinary. Very much loving my time with it. Huh. Another one up there. How they manage that? At this point, it feels like they were really wanting intruders. If you're going to leave this many keys just out in the open. There's our portal, which we're not going through yet, but are definitely going through today unless we discover something truly buck wild enough to distract us to that extreme. And if we do, then, I mean, we found something pretty good. So can't be too upset about that. More lithium, thank you. I'll take all I can get. All right, I'm going to start making my way back down to the moth so we can start seeing what's further underneath. I don't know if there's going to be something of immediate interest. I feel like that's the cave I was just in earlier. I don't feel like testing gravity. So we'll say yes. But yeah, it could just be that down underneath the outside of the alien base is just more deep water to explore. As interesting or uninteresting as any other deep water to be found anywhere. But we should at least check. Okay. Kind of occurs to me I can't really grab a bulbo tree seed on our way out, because our way out is the portal, which is taking us to another island I'm probably going to explore a bunch of.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Probably going to have to come back for that bulbo seed later. So what direction did we come from home to get here? Kind of northish. Yeah, mostly just almost straight north. Almost. Noted. And how far are we? I wonder if we're actually not that far from where we dove down to get to. From where we... Excuse you. Rude. I wonder if we're not that far out from where we emerged from our deep sea explorations yesterday, actually. We'll eventually see. You want to try it again? That's what I thought. Now, if memory serves, we are going to need to contend with a warper at minimum down here. But we have responses to this. And a handy entrance they've provided for us. So generous. I'm actually... It's been a little bit since I was in here. And now I'm wondering, was there another kind of door that, like... Was there anything that required the orange key to get into? This is the elevator that we rode down. And I know we started finding orange keys. Was there anything in here we were locked out of? I don't remember. I'm going to quickly try to find out. Here's our portal, which we didn't activate, and now I'm not actually seeing a means to activate this one. I suppose I don't have an ion cube in my pocket right now, but even if I did, I don't see a place to put it. This could be a place you can portal to, though, by activating one elsewhere. That'd be cool. That would be pretty sweet. All right, right. This is the place we eventually reached, and we got poked by the thing. Which I assume similar outcome if we do it again. Ow. Still no. Probably even bigger no than before. Given our infection is advancing. Ooh, sand shark egg discovered. That was kind of my guess. Excited to see them in teeny tiny friendly form. Once home. Let's look around outside some more. I am wondering if there is anything of immediate note down below. Like, there is another, what looks like another part of the base. With another keycard just on the ground. Wow. What was happening with this base in particular? Like, guys, if you're leaving these things around just everywhere like this, any intruding human or particularly ambitious crab could find their way into your base. That's another portal. Fascinating. That's very fascinating. How might I go about activating these? I wonder. Maybe that's not possible, but what if? That could provide a very handy method of getting around. And yeah, I feel pretty sure I just placed an ion cube on a particular stand to turn on the other ones. Maybe if I had them, if I had one handy, like a little pedestal would be rising up, like extending from the surface somewhere. I'll have to come back with one later. Are there other parts to this base?
Fluid intake.
Yeah, I probably should do that, huh? And also a snack.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Thank you. anything else further down that looks like it's part of this base, or have we found the extent of it now? That might be all of it. Not seeing anything else glowing out here, just dark. And I hear our warper friend. I knew you were around somewhere. Too fast for you. Try again. It is very dark. It's not even night. It's just very dark. Very deep sea over here on this side, apparently. Let's find the bottom of this at least. Here, from the looks of it. We're not even that deep. Aren't even at like, we're just now at 200 meters. Some geothermal vents below it. Something big. Hello. This merits investigation. Assuming we don't have someone mean waiting right outside it. Safe to exit vehicle, yes. I'm gonna say yes. Okay. What have we got here? And how can we get in? This thing's huge. There's no way we're not getting inside this one. At this size. Here we go. I have found the solution. Begin laser cuttering. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. There we go. Okay. We are inside. Propulsion arm fragment, yes. Yes, indeed. Future us is going to have a very good time, I think.
New blueprint acquired.
Heck yes. Thanks for the food. It's very dark. Ooh, data terminal.
Please observe safety protocols CSP-21 before handling classified cargo.
No. Let me in. Give it. I don't know what that protocol is. You better tell me. I guess that could have been the... Maybe that's what the data terminal had in it. She was just telling me. But... I feel like that's not everything. I guess it must be, because I don't have any other... Yeah. I don't have any other... data stuff. Huh. I wish those terminals didn't still have the press A to download data prompt after you'd already done so. Ooh, yes. Cyclops thermal reactor.
New blueprint acquired.
Finding some good stuff here. Might have hit a bit of a dead end in this part, though. Let's, Wait. Something's cannibal. Quilted double bed. I'll take that.
New blueprint acquired.
Why not? All right, let's get some air and then maybe see if there's another entrance in here somewhere. This is a big wreck. I feel like there's got to be more rooms than just that. It's very possible. Glad the sun's out at least. Far too dark. Ooh. Grappling arm fragment. I'm very curious about this.
New blueprint acquired.
Very curious about the grappling arm and how that works and what that is. That sounds like that could be incredible, but it could also just be very vanilla and boring. Got the thermal module thing, yes. Grapple arm, though. We got propulsion cannon, which rad thing. Rad thing to be able to equip. Grappling arm fires a grappling hook for enhanced environmental traversal. Yeah, that's gonna be essential, it feels like. Love all the arm attachments. It's gonna be a fun time. Boy, all the good arms are down here for scanning and filling my inventory. Yep, full. Not ideal. But I am thirsty, so that will help. Boop. I guess if I find another entrance, I now have full pockets. But still want to go looking. I feel like there's a whole other half of this that I've not gotten into yet. Full. Maybe here we go. Yeah. All right. Can open that in a second. Can scan that later. Inventory full. Let's get air real fast before we make a mistake. Okay. Open. Dark. Very dark. Less dark. Hello. Chic plant pot. Gotta have that. Light stick fragment? Light stick.
Acquired.
Basic goodness. All kinds of good furnishings.
New blueprint acquired.
Love it. Also this. Hello.
New blueprint acquired.
Water filtration suit. That seems neat. Tell me more of this, because I don't really need the radiation suit anymore. Reclaims moisture from the body and provides clean, drinkable water. Rad. Like, does it just autofill your water meter? Or is it just providing bottled water now and then? We'll find out, because I'm definitely equipping that. Well, making and equipping that soon. Also, we can make reactor rods for our nuclear reactors, which probably best to save that for a base where a lot of the other power options aren't available. Boy, we're finding a lot of good toys in here. Love this game. Carefully. Huh. Oh, picture frame, sure. Why not? That's pretty cool.
New blueprint acquired.
Not a technology I expected to discover in this game, but I guess you can take screenshots. That's cool. The decorative potential. Limitless. I might have covered everything in here now, though. Might. Now, hard to know completely for sure, but the pockets are pretty full either way. So maybe it's time to be heading homeward. Let's see if we can free up enough space to get a bulbo tree seed before we book it back home. Because I gotta go back home to offload everything anyway. But if we could do so with that, that'd be great. Is there a way inside this little offshoot? I was poking around it earlier, and then oh, there's two little offshoots. Yeah, I was poking around this earlier, and then a warper came and started bothering me, but I wonder if there's a way inside these. Huh. I've seen... Yeah, I was wondering if those were, like, laser cutterable or something. But no. Wishful thinking. Could be you just can't get into these. There's our warper nuisance. We'll move on, but mentally I'm firing torpedoes at you. Okay. So if we're here, and if we're going to need probably 4 slots to carry one of those things, I can eat, drink, and you know what? I can drop 2 of these. Can pick them up later if we really need them, and we probably won't. Yep, pretty big. And also, spoiling rapidly. Let's go! Homeward, no distractions. Gotta get this thing planted somewhere. Go, 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 go. I do not know how much time I have on the clock with this thing, but it is ticking. The clock, not the seed. That'd be wild.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. I will need to create space to plant it, actually, which means I need to drop off something quick-like to create inventory space. There we go. That helps. The lithium as well. Good, good. Okay. Temporarily and hastily, let's... There's space in here, probably. Yeah, did it. Success. Okay, now we can try getting the rest of the stuff ready for planting somewhere, now that we're not in quite as urgent a rush. And the rest of these all go outside, I think, in the water. Cool. Alrighty. Let's find a spot. Gotta be some room left somewhere around here for blue palm and spotted dock leaf. Love it. Probably don't really need 2 each of either of these, but it's fine. They're pretty. Maybe we just need another planter. Let's see about this. There we go, exterior grow bed. Get it kind of lined up. Not very lined up, but I can clean it up later if need be. In the meantime, furled papyrus and cave bush. There we go. All planted. We might have some of that possibly. Yeah, we had furled papyrus already. Oh well. Now we have a backup. Okay. Well, we have explored Island 1 to my satisfaction, generally. I'm going to prep for a return there to get to the portal. I'm going to bring one of those ion cubes with this time, just to see if there's a place to install it and get one or both of those portals activated. I might bring 2, actually. Just to see. Because that'd be neat. And then if nothing else happens, then we go through the portal we've got working, and we investigate that island more thoroughly, because I really didn't the first time. Anyway, y'all have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Subnautica. Goodbye!